Lots of people have asked me many times, Steve, how do I shoot a rifle? How do I position myself? What about my breathing, follow through, etc.? So I put together this quick video for you, Airgun Quickies during lockdown. I hope you enjoy it. Hi there guys, it's Steve here from Airgunology and welcome to another Airgun Quickies. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, check the video links down below underneath the YouTube description, so I'll leave some other good videos in there, all related to what we're going to talk about. And of course leave some comments as well. But anyway, I get asked a lot of times, Steve, how do I make myself a better shot? How do I breathe when I'm shooting? What position should I use? How do I get more consistent? And I've been shooting quite a long time. Some of it military, some of it self-taught as well. So what I thought I'd do is really aimed at the beginners here is how to really set yourself up. Now you can get a lot more advanced than what I'm going to talk to you about here, but it really does, you know, this is aimed at your beginners. So I've got Abby with me here, basically, and we're going to use her as a guinea pig and take a look and see how we can improve her shooting and hopefully how you can improve yours. Okay, so we've got Abby here and she's sat down, she's benching, resting with the Red Wolf. The Red Wolf is totally empty. We'll do some dry firing with it. But straight away, if I look at Abby and her position and the way she's shooting, it's just totally wrong. She just doesn't look comfortable with the rifle. If we just move around her with the handheld, you can see that her head's all crooked over one way. She's sat off to one angle. Her arms are all over the place. And basically, she's trying to force the rifle onto target. So you're never really going to get anywhere like this. What you've got to do is you've got to be part and one of the rifle. So what we're going to do is we're going to get Abby just to change the position and straighten herself all up and get her chair nice and set up. And I recommend that if you're actually new to shooting, that you do this bench rested sitting down with some bean bags, or even better with a stand. Now what I really recommend you do is, first off, is you get the rifle and just let the rifle point itself naturally at target. Now if you use some sort of stand, like for example one of these shooting stands here, then what you can actually do is actually set the rifle up on target with the crosshairs on target, and then walk away from the rifle, and then walk up to the rifle and wrap yourself around the rifle, become part of that rifle without actually touching it. That means basically you're adapting yourself to the position of where the rifle actually wants to be. So if Abby is trying to force her rifle, if the rifle is pointing naturally in one direction, and if she's trying to force it with her arm, look what will happen is everything will move and go all over the place. So what you should be trying to look at is getting yourself a nice straight line, nice eye relief, about 2 inches, so you got a good clear picture, hands nice and gentle, all rested up, and the rifle, you're not forcing the rifle. And the way to work out if you've actually got this right is quite simple. Is once you're all set up and you think you're set up, put your crosshairs on the target and then close your eyes for about 5 or 10 seconds and breathe normally, and then open your eyes. And if the rifle is pointing somewhere else other than the target, then you are not naturally in line with that rifle. That you are forcing that rifle left, right, up or down. Easy way to think about it, lads, and sorry to the girls, is quite simple. You wake up in the morning with a boner and you decide you're going to go to the toilet, and you put your thumb over it, you pee in the toilet and your thumb slips because you're drunk and you get peed in the eye. It's called natural aim. It's exactly the same thing with a rifle. So you've got to make sure that that rifle is pointing in the right position. And unless you get that right, that's never going to become consistent. This is something you can practice at home. You don't need to be shooting to do this. Just hold the rifle, naturally aim it. Once you get good at doing it in this presented bench rested position, you can then remove the beanbags, and then you can do it with a supported position, and then of course you can move on to prone positions, kneeling, standing, etc. But anyway, we'll give Abby the bean bags back for the moment. Okay, so we've got the position sorted out, we're in line with the rifle, we've closed our eyes, we make sure that the crosshairs are still on target and we're comfortable behind the rifle, we've got good eye relief, we've got good sight picture. The next thing that you need to concentrate then is your breathing. I don't know about you, but when I'm excited, then I start doing all sorts of weird things and things start moving around. The same with you. When you're looking through your rifle and looking at the crosshairs, what you'll find is as you breathe, the rifle, if Abby, if you can exaggerate this for us, as you breathe, the rifle will go up and it will go down. Now, it may not look much, but over 30-40 meters, it will be quite a difference. And the idea is that you need to stabilize your breathing with the rifle. So what you need to do is concentrate in taking shallow breaths to start off with, and then deeper breaths. Concentrate, calm your heart rate down, stop being so excited about it all, and then just watch naturally as the crosshairs lift up and down on your target. And the idea here is before you take a shot is that basically you breathe in gently and you hold it. As you hold it, the crosshairs will stabilize and then you squeeze the shot off. And that's the whole part of breathing. If you don't get the breathing right, then you're never going to be consistent. So Abby, if we can just do that. So breathe in and out, in and out, in and hold. And at that stage, she's ready to take the shot. And always treat every shot like it's your first shot. Think it like that. Don't get too excited. If you just run down range to pick your targets up and you're really excited, stop. Wait for 10 minutes. Let your heart rate come down before you start shooting again. Once we've got that part sorted out, then we move on to the trigger and actually taking the shot. Now, the part of the finger that you should be using on your trigger is the top pad of your finger here. This is the part that you should be using. Do not use the tip of your finger and do not use the crook of your finger. If you use the tip, you'll pull the shots, and if you use the bottom part here, you won't be able to get enough purchase, enough lever on there, and you'll pull your shots as well. So the tip of your finger should be on that trigger like so. Now it comes to actually taking the shot. Right, Abby, if you can cock the rifle for me, please. Right, what I want Abby to do here is to show me the worst way of actually shooting. And this is basically what I see a lot of new people doing, is they put their finger on the trigger and then they will jerk that trigger. So, Abby, if you do that, jerk, now you can see, and then straight away the finger lets go. And basically what's happening is they're snatching the shots. That is not how you need to do it. Abby, if you can put your finger on the trigger again, the way that you should be doing it is squeeze the shot and hold it back. Don't let go of the trigger. Once you've fired the shot, squeeze, hold. That is what we call follow through. So what should happen is you should be in nice position, eyes behind the scope, crosshairs on target, breathing in and out gently, watching the crosshairs go up and down. Breathe in, hold, crosshairs stabilize, squeeze and hold the shot. Keep your eyes open and look, and your crosshairs should still be on target. And with any good chance, you'll probably see the pellet follow the line of the scope as well. Very, very important that you do not snatch that trigger. Make sure your finger's on the trigger correctly. Squeeze, hold. Okay, hopefully that's some basic tips that I've given you there on how to fire a rifle, how to present yourself to a rifle, how to position yourself, how to control your breathing, natural aim of the rifle, how to put your finger on the trigger, how to pull the trigger, and how to squeeze that shots off. All of this lot can be practiced at home without actually shooting, apart from obviously the final part of it all. And if you're using a Springer, this is very important as well. And also don't forget to check out a video that I'll leave up here and down in the video description about artillery hold, which will help you become much more consistent Springer shooter as well. But hopefully you found this video sort of useful. I've been meaning to do it for some time. People have been asking me to do it. This is by no means a full training session. There are other ways and other people have other opinions. And if you do, leave some thoughts and comments down below. Help the others out on there. But hopefully you found this useful. Give us a thumbs up and we'll see you on the next video.